Hey guys, this is a 3-minute tutorial on United States patent application abandonments. So we've already been over this publication, which is the focus of an application here, which is for a walking through walls training system. You have this info page, you have all these nice figures, you have these nice written description parts, and you have these nice 6 claims at the end. We've already covered the next part of that cycle, which is the office action that was received. And, it laid out the reasons for rejection, it laid out that it was a non-final office action, and it laid out the statutory period for reply, which is 3 months from the date of receipt of this. And so all 6 claims were rejected, and there was also some objections by the examiner. And in this case, the applicant just did not respond. So when you don't respond, and your statutory period for reply goes by, you get an abandonment. And so this is another very similar looking document on the info page at least. However, when you open it up, you'll see that there's a different form. Instead of saying office action summary, you see notice of abandonment, you have your application number, your applicant, etc. And it explains that you failed to timely file a proper reply to the office letter that was mailed on said date. Now, you should ideally respond to office actions within 3 months. However, you can typically extend that period 3 more months to where you have a maximum 6-month period. And in this case, it looks like they waited at least the 6-month period to make sure that indeed the applicant did not want a further prosecution here. And yeah, if you don't respond to these office actions, then after 6 months, you're going to get a notice of abandonment, and it's typically pretty difficult to revive it afterwards, although there are proceedings for that. So that is the end of the line for this application, and that's the end of the line for many applications when they get too many rejections. Now, it's worth noting that abandonment also occurs even after a patent is issued, and it can occur if you fail to pay the maintenance fees. So abandonment is not something exclusive to a pending application. It can actually occur for a pending patent, but in most cases, abandonment is associated with an application that is seeking to be a patent, but just keeps on getting so many rejections that it's just not feasible to continue prosecution. So again, we've talked about this patent application publication, walking through walls training system. We've talked about the non-final office action, and we've talked about the failure to reply to a non-final office action and how it can result in an abandonment. Thanks.